Hey guys, what's up? How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a while, it's been a long time since I put out anything food related, and I'm here to redeem myself. This video is basically going to be showing you the simplest way to wash beans for Akara and Moin Moin. If you love Akara and you love Moin Moin, you will know that the most difficult part of cooking this is actually washing the beans. And I'm here to show you a very simple hack that I found out, and this is going to really save you a lot of time. If you want to see how all the hacks I have, definitely keep on watching. Come on! Okay, so guys, you have to subscribe before you start watching. Definitely you have to subscribe. As you can see, your girl went to the market in this COVID era because of this video. I really wanted it to be worth your while. So anyways guys, the first thing you do when you're looking for beans for Akara is you look for it's particular kind of beans, and this one I have here is called Olo 1. That's the kind of beans I'm going to be using for my Akara. And sorry, my Akara and my Moin Moin. And what I did is I asked them to give me a painter, and this painter, I think it was about 900 naira. And yeah, so I told the guy that this is beans for Moin Moin, and he already knew what to do. So he's going to help me to sieve out some of the excess, to basically sieve out some of the dirt from it. A big mistake I made is, if you want and if you have the time, you can ask them to pick the beans for you very, very well. I didn't have the time, so I just told him to just randomly pick the beans, and that was what he was doing right here. He was just helping me pick the beans. But trust me, in Nigeria, if you want them to pick the beans for a little fee, you pay them and they'll pick the beans for you. So like I was saying, what you want to ask for is Olo 1. It's the beans that is very sweet. It's very, very little, and it takes a long time to get cooked, which is why you mainly need a pressure pot. But this beans is the best kind of beans for Moin Moin or Akara. So yeah, so he's just finished sieving that. I later regretted not getting people to actually clean the beans properly. I don't know, I was in such a hurry and it was raining. Better subscribe guys, because this is what your girl had to go through. Okay, so the next thing you do is take the beans to anybody that grinds and tell them that you want them to break your beans for you. Once you tell them you want them to break your beans for you, they will know what to do. So they're basically going to be grinding the beans in this grinder and breaking the beans. So basically, if there's 1 grain of beans, they will break it into like 3 or 4 pieces. Another mistake I made was I overbroke the beans. I think I broke it to about 6 pieces, 1 grain of beans, so it was definitely too broken. But you know, you live and you learn. But nonetheless, it still worked perfectly. So you just ask them to break the beans for you, and you can see he's broken that up for me, and you can see what it looks like. Very, very, very grainy. So this is why it's important that they wash your beans, or they sieve your beans properly. So this is me back home, and this is the beans. I'm just about to wash it. So what it does, when you break up the beans, it makes it very easy. Once you put the beans under water and you soak it for a while, after a few minutes, you just use your hands and put your hands together, and the beans is washed, it's clean. In my own case, because I broke the beans to very, very small layers, it proved a little difficult to get rid of all the skin of the beans, which you would see. So this is the dirt from the beans, which I'm just trying to sieve out, because like I said, I didn't give the market people the beans to properly clean for me. So you can see how dirty it is, and that's a mistake that, of course, that I said I made. Also, with breaking the beans crushing the beans into really small quantities. So you see that as at this point, the beans was kind of washed. It was actually more or less like washed, but because it was broken into really, really small pieces, it was definitely difficult to get rid of all the extra skin on the beans. So yes guys, I'm just going to go on and continue to wash the beans, and I kid you not, even with how difficult the process was because I broke the beans to very small quantities, and because the skin of the beans refused to leave as soon as I started, like they remained there. It took me, I won't lie, maybe 12 minutes in total to completely finish up washing the beans to a point where it was okay for me to go ahead and blend and start making my moi moi. So guys, yeah, so just watch and see how simple the process proved. Okay guys, so can you see how at least it's taking me a while, but you can see how clean the beans is looking. My only issue is getting rid of the skin, which was a mistake I made. I learned this this quick hack for moi moi from what's her name, from Lotachi. She's a woman on YouTube here, she has very detailed tutorials. So I learned this trick from her, and I must say that it's really changed the game for me. Another trick that I would advise for myself, I do not like to go to the market because I don't know, I guess I'm lazy to go to the market to blend beans. So I got a very good blender, and I would insert a picture of the blender, and that's the picture of the blender. This blender is a mixer grinder. It's about 750 watts, and it blends anything. It blends coconut, it blends seeds, it blends both dry and wet ingredients, and that's what I use for my akara and my beans, and it makes the job very easy. I wake up any day and I decide I want to make akara, I can easily make it. Or I wake up any day, I decide I want to make moi moi, I can easily make it in the night, in the morning. I don't have to think of stepping outside my house to go and meet those that grind, because I have a blender, and it's a 3-in-1 blender that I use. It blends anything, I kid you not, it blends anything. So guys, you can see how clean the beans is looking. It's been washed, and yes, there's still a little bit of skin, but you know, it's not as if we don't used to eat skin on a normal day. This is me just being lazy. But like I said, this is because I broke the particles of the beans to very tiny pieces. So yeah, at this stage, beans is kind of done. The only downside to this process is that you need definitely need a lot of water, but then you obviously need water to wash any kind of beans anyways guys, so that is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely stay tuned for part 2, where I show you how to make the best moi moi you would ever taste, the most proteinous best moi moi ever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like all my other videos, check out all my other contents, give this video a huge thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one.